The Luano Valley is one of the most remote districts in Zambia. The road from the nearest town is long and treacherous, a 6-hour journey by four-wheel drive vehicle, more than 24 hours on foot. For this reason, the valley is largely beyond the reach of help from either central government or district council. Poor roads, poor water supply, and a complete lack of local training and advice have led to a recurrent pattern of food shortages and outbreaks of disease. Harvest Help's involvement began in 1994.
The Department of Agriculture and Community Development, with Harvest Help field representative, came in for a participatory planning exercise. At these community meetings, the community needs were identified, such as agriculture advisory, because this place has been a food deficit area for quite some time. Health, education, and even strengthening the institutions was for development to take any place.
Well, I'd visited very briefly before I started working here, and after my experiences in the Gwembe Valley for 3 years in poor soils, I found this was a horticultural delight. Beautiful alluvial soil, as you can see. It's wonderful. And the potential is very great.
So I think we are leaving a very big gap between. And we were not thinning it. So the crops was very, very, very poor. That's why I think we saw that this method, I think, is a very good method.
The traditional methods are not wrong, and the basis we're looking at here is that with the improved varieties and the extension message, we can improve production on a unit area. The long-term aim is that if we increase production, which is the goal, we then have to decide what to do with this increased production, and the plan is there that we would buy it as a development committee and store it in the area for the lean times ahead.
Lack of clean water in the valley is a major cause of disease, so health facilities and especially health education are of vital importance.
The problem is that water is dirty. There is water, but it's not very healthy for drinking. And naturally, the riverbanks are the shielded places. So people and the children naturally to go along the riverbanks and help themselves out there. So when the rivers flood, they carry along that. So meaning that the water will be contaminated and it's not very safe for drinking.
I'm giving the people medicine, taking them to boil the water, keeping the house clean, washing the children and ourselves, having the toilets. I tell them that because you don't understand, you are not washing the children, your hands after toilets, you are not washing, that's why you are sick.
Here in the Luano Valley Development Programme, we are working with the local community in a way that's different from elsewhere. We are maximising the coordination with other people who want to bring help to this area. That means working with the district council, it means working with government line departments in areas like agriculture and health training and education. Our activities are based at the Catholic Mission, which has been here now for 80 years and is already a focus for the local community. We could be involved in setting up programmes from scratch, but by using the resources of people already working in the area, we're able to maximise the value of donors' money. Making the most of donor money means acting in a facilitating role. That means that we use the opportunity of taking resources that are available to the community only with Harvest Help as an intermediary. Let me give you an example of the roads programme. There are sources of money available within the country to improve roads and to train people in how to undertake road maintenance on a regular basis. But a community like this would have no opportunity to access such funds. Harvest Help's involvement is to bring together the agency with plenty of money and those in need but who don't know where to look for help. In this programme, we are looking at costs of just about £200,000. To fund that, we need only £60,000 from supporters within the UK. We have support here from the British government, which means that every pound that we receive from an individual or a group is effectively matched by British government funds. And when we add on top of that the value of those resources that we're able to tap for the local community that are available within Zambia, we, for this programme, can look at another £80,000. We add all those up, and we have a £200,000 programme. And for an individual supporter in the UK, that means that for every pound they give us, we can get more than treble the value in development support for this community.
I can say absolutely true that the harvest is God's blessing for us.
This approach is more rewarding for supporters, it's more efficient for harvest help, and it brings more help to those communities with whom we're working.
Very, very good woman.
Rich countries like Britain and many rich people like many Britons have a duty to people who are in a part of the world or in a situation that's much worse off than us. We're on the planet together.
How important it is that we don't see ourselves as somehow in a separate compartment, but that we work together to build a more just world. And in that whole hope of community development and the building up of community in places like Zambia, harvest help is a sign of hope.
The ultimate aim of all harvest help supported projects is self-sufficiency, but there's always more to be done. Other communities are seeking assistance. Each set of problems is unique and each requires its own solutions. Harvest help must continually rise to that challenge. To meet these needs, Harvest Help requires an ever-increasing team of partners, individuals and groups willing to make an ongoing investment in people and communities. A partnership dedicated to sowing the seeds of self-reliance.